So this was my artwork that I started on Friday. I did add some watercolor to it. You can keep adding watercolor today. The great thing about watercolor is if you used a permanent marker, you can just go right over top. This doesn't have to be a coloring book. You can color in all the shapes if you want, but you don't have to. You can totally ignore the lines and put your color anywhere you want. One of my favorite things about watercolor, though, is going on top of it when it's dry, because I often find that watercolor does whatever it wants. So sometimes it's really hard for me to control it. So when it's dry, I use a different material. So now I'm going back with my colored pencils, and I know you all have colored pencils in your kit, and now I may be coloring in. I just did a solid color, but I think actually as I'm looking at it, I know I'm a little bit more advanced, so maybe I'll mix colors in there. Maybe I'll do some gradations, things that we've been talking about, so pushing hard and lighter. Maybe I'll add some more Sharpie or marker. Maybe I'll add the highlighters. I just want you to play with this artwork. I don't want you to try to make it look like anything specific. I just want you to play and try to relax as you're making it. You can go outside the lines, you can stay in the lines, you can layer, you can overlap, you can mix materials. I want you to try some things that maybe you wanted to try, maybe you never even thought about. There's some other colors in there. Maybe I'll mix it up. So basically today and tomorrow, your goal is to try and get color on the entire artwork. If you're not a big fan of color, you can use your pencil to do shading with gray, or the other day we practiced doing some hatching, cross hatching, and stippling. You could start to add some kind of value or shading with your pen doing hatching, cross hatching, and stippling. So that's another option as well. So I can even go right on top of my colored pencils here, do some hatching. But I would like you to add color or value to the entire artwork. It doesn't have to be super colorful, crazy rainbow. You could do all blues and grays. It's up to you. Ooh, that reminds me of an avocado right there. Didn't even mean it, but I love avocados. And just keep adding and adding and adding and layering and layering and layering and playing and having fun. See, maybe I'll do a little bit of pencil shading here. And that's your goal. Just keep working for the rest of art class today and the rest of art class tomorrow on adding and layering your colors. And if you don't want to do color and you want to do grays, then doing values, either using a pencil or cross hatching, hatching, and stippling, or one of those. Or even maybe both. Maybe I'll do some shading and I'll do some stippling here. What questions do you have? What are you wondering? Here's another one I'm working on. I get good because I make 7 of everything every day. Stella, go ahead. Talk to us.
Can I go get markers?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Markers are awesome. Yes. So we're going to switch to our studio time now, which means if you're at home or in school, you can get up, go grab whatever you need. Just hurry back. Don't disappear forever on me. And go get your supplies, whatever crayons, markers, whatever you want to use from home. If you don't have anything, just use the colored pencils in your kit. That's totally fine. And I'm going to put some relaxing music on. If you want to put your own relaxing music on at home, you can, as long as you can hear me. And we are done at 8:49. So that gives us about 15 minutes of working time before we have to clean up. So for the next 15 minutes, just play, layer, add lots of color. If you need me and I'm walking around